I'm sitting in the sand enjoying the cool ocean breeze when I hear my name being shouted loudly behind me.
Hey, over here.
I turn around and I see Asher leaning against the railing on top of the lifeguard tower. Asher's the unbreakable wall of Team SSR. While she hasn't won a championship yet, her inspiring attitude is contagious and legions of fans support her and her team. Today, she's decked out in lifeguard gear. Wait, Asher's a lifeguard?
You're Juliet's childhood friend, aren't you? She told me a lot about you.
I laugh nervously. Asher was voted as the fans' favorite striker this year. And here she is, talking to me? Not even just that. Juliet's told her a lot about me? I must be dreaming. Yeah, that's right. I'm Juliet's friend.
Awesome! Well, if half the things she told me about you are true, you seem like just what I need right now.
The blood rushes up to my head. I'm probably red as a lobster right now. Is Asher hitting on me?
I am bold, you're right. But that's not what I mean. No offense, or anything.
Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed right now. Why did I think she meant that? Oh no. Is she going to tell Juliet? I've thoroughly embarrassed myself with Asher by assuming that she was into me. I need to deflect and get the conversation headed in a good direction. I was just kidding. So what do you need me for then?
See, I could use an assistant. I can tell it's gonna get real busy today, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to keep up with everything going on. This is a big beach for one girl to cover as the only lifeguard, and I don't want anyone drowning on my watch. I can teach you all the basics about being a lifeguard. I'll show you how to toss a lifesaver, give you pointers on how to swim back to shore with someone in tow, and teach you how to do CPR.
CPR? With Asher? I'm blushing again, aren't I? Get a hold of yourself!
So, you down? No pressure. I can always find someone else to teach.
Of course, count me in. I blurted out without thinking. My mind was still on the CPR.
Awesome! I'll teach you everything you need to know. Just follow my lead. Let me come down there. 1 second.
Asher jumps down off the lifeguard post and creates a big gust of sand as she lands. Wrapped around her arms are about a dozen lifesavers.
Alright, let's see how your throw is. See that post over there?
She points over to the piece of wood sticking out of the sand. It's maybe 10 meters or so away. She doesn't waste any time getting down to business, does she?
I need you to toss one of these over to it. Hold on to the rope with one hand and toss the rein with the other. Try and get as close as you can to the post. I used to wrangle my little brothers and sisters like this back in the day, so I've got years of practice.
Asher dumps a bundle of rings in front of me. She's putting me to the test already?
It's a little windy, so make sure you think about that when you make your throw. If you miss the first time, don't worry. I've got plenty of extra rings over here.
I put the ring in my hand. It's bigger than I thought it'd be. This thing isn't going to be that easy to throw. I set up like I'm about to toss a bowling ball and hurl the lifesaver into the air. It flies high into the sky and then lands down onto the sand a few feet in front of me.
Not bad. Your accuracy was there, but you've got some work to do with your power. I bet with a few more tries, you'll get the hang of it.
Well, from how that went, I can tell I've got some serious work to do before I'm ready to be a lifeguard. A lifeguard apprentice. Come on, you can do this! I've been throwing lifesavers for the last hour, and haven't managed to get any of them close enough to the post for Asher standards. I prep for another toss. This time, I throw the lifesaver out and my aim is true. It bumps against the post with a light thud. I jump up into the air and let out a loud cheer.
Well, alright. The odds were looking pretty slim that you'd ever hit it after the couple dozen tosses, but you did it. Personally, I always believed in you. Just didn't know if it was going to be today or years in the future. Anyway, that's just the beginning. If you want to be my apprentice lifeguard, you've still got a few tests you need to pass. Not everyone who's drowning is going to be so close to the shore that you can just toss one of these lifesaver rings out, reel them in, and call it a day. Sometimes, you're going to have to swim out there even 100 meters past big waves and riptides, grab someone and pull them back to land. That takes a level of strength and endurance most people just don't have. You ready to prove you've got what it takes?
Asher can really be so intense sometimes. I'm a pretty decent swimmer, so getting out there shouldn't be that hard. But I've never tried getting back to shore while towing another person. I'm ready. So who do I need to save?
I'm glad you asked. Well, obviously we're not gonna send someone out there to drown. And there's really only one way I'll know if you're up to scratch.
Oh, I know where she's going with this. I'm going to have to save Asher, aren't I?
You're gonna have to save me. I'll pretend to be drowning by that buoy over there. Then you're gonna swim out and try and bring me back to shore. I'll go swim out there now. Give me a minute or two, then when I'm at the buoy, come and get me.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Asher boats off on the beach and into the water, her hair flowing in the wind like one of those lifeguard shows from decades ago. She looks so majestic as she dives into the ocean and starts swimming out to the buoy. Asher's an excellent swimmer, and she rockets over to it in no time at all. She grabs hold of the buoy and calls back to me on the shore.
Ah! Help! I'm drowning! That's your cue. Get out here and save me.
Well, this is gonna be interesting. I dive out into the water and start swimming towards Asher. The seas are choppy and the swim is difficult. I keep getting smacked by breaking waves as I try to reach the buoy. While it takes me much longer than it took her, I eventually reach Asher.
Oh, let's go. Someone's here to save me. But I'm drowning. So who knows what I'll do next?
What on earth? Asher's taking this acting thing pretty seriously as she starts flailing wildly. She puts her hand on my shoulder and starts pulling me down beneath the water.
All right. What's her play?
I don't have much time to think about what to do next. It's okay. I've got you. Just get on my rescue tube and we'll be back on shore in no time. That doesn't seem to work. Asher's not listening to me at all. Asher's way stronger than I am and keeps pushing me under the water. I accidentally swallow a huge mouthful of seawater as I try to come back up to the surface. I feel like I can't breathe. Am I choking?
Oh, that's not good. All right, end scene. I'm getting you back to shore, don't you worry.
Well, I can't say this is how I expected things to go.
Don't worry, I got you.
I'm trying to cough up all the seawater, but I can't seem to get it out of my chest. Asher's swimming us back to shore, though I don't think I've ever seen anyone swim this fast. We get back to shore and Asher throws me onto the sand.
Here we go.
Asher puts her hand on my chest and gives me a few hard pumps. Then she tilts my head backwards, opens my mouth, and puts her face close to mine. I can feel her breath gently flow across my face. She softly rests her mouth against mine and blows in a few big breaths of air. What on earth is going on right now?
Well, round two, I guess.
Asher repeats the process a few more times. Then, on the pump of my chest, I feel the seawater shoot out of my mouth. Phew, I can breathe again.
Are you okay? Tricky, but I've done this job to know when someone's faking it.
She is right about that. I sit up feeling a little dazed from everything that just happened.
Let me get you a towel. 1 second.
Asher rushes over to the lifeguard post, grabs a towel, and drapes it over me. She sits down beside me and lets out a sigh, like she's trying to build up the courage to tell me something.
Listen, I know it can be a little brash out there, and I'm sorry for the almost drowning and whatnot. I just take the job really seriously. Yeah, I guess you did. That's not exactly the way I wanted it to go.
What made you become a lifeguard in the first place?
Well, I've been protecting people for as long as I can remember. I grew up always looking out for my little brothers and sisters. Been doing that since I was a kid. Big family things, you know. And now I've got my team to look after Juno and Luna. They're amazing. I know they're both going to grow up to do great things. I just worry that sometimes maybe I'm not the best protector. Maybe I'm just a bad influence on them all.
Not at all, Asher. I know you can be a bit rough around the edges, but everyone knows that deep down, you're just trying to do what's right. Even I understand that, and I only met you today. I'm sure Juno and Luna and all your little brothers and sisters get it. Asher smiles and looks towards me.
My brothers and sisters are the best. You should come have dinner with us someday. I'll invite Juno and Luna too. It'll be a big party.
I'd love that.
I would too.